Welcome to another Constant Contact tutorial. This video is not a step-by-step guide, but this is more of a tip, okay? As there is no button or magic button that will avoid emails from going to spam or a foolproof system, all right? There are certain warning signs that you can watch out so that you'll be prepared to send your next email campaign, all right? Emails right here. First up, always ask for permission, okay? As people open email from people they know and they delete or mark it as spam email if they didn't recognize the person that sent them email. All right. Also, another tip, do not hide your identity. Okay. Even if you ask for permission, if people can't recognize that your emails are coming from you, well, they could still mark your emails as spam. All right. Make sure that you always include your brand or company name, also your location, if necessary, and your name, okay? Another tip, which is actually from Constant Contact, you shouldn't send any irrelevant content, okay? Your email content doesn't have to be bad or offensive to be marked as spam. Often, the worst offense you can commit is to include content that simply isn't interesting or relevant to people you're trying to reach. Also, keep your promises, okay? When someone signs up to receive your email communications, they do so with the expectation of receiving something of value. If you don't communicate clearly what the value is, all right, or if they are signing up for one thing and receiving something different, you could be putting yourself at risk. And the last two here is that don't overwhelm your audience. Selling your product or services is an important part of email marketing. But if you're sending too much promotional materials, you could be driving some people away. And this is why it's so important to find a balance in the type of content you send. And as a standard, it is recommended that 80% helpful, informative content and 20% promotional. Lastly, make it easy, all right, to opt out or unsubscribe. As you might notice on your emails right here under your Constant Contact, there will be a button that says unsubscribe, which is usually located at the very bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and check this email out. Right here, as you can see, you want this one visible right here because you want to make it easy for subscribers to unsubscribe from your emails. Of course, you'd prefer they not unsubscribe, but ultimately, an unsubscribe button is much better than someone marking your email as spam. And often, people will mark email as spam because they simply want to unsubscribe from a list. All right? And there you have it. Those are some tips to prevent your emails from going to spam. Well, I hope this video helps, and I'll see you in the next one.